So what in the world is kata? Well, a kata is a routine that you practice so that its pattern becomes an automatic habit that gives you some new skills. So it's just a habit. It's just a routine that you practice. And we have people all throughout Baptist practicing on this on a daily basis, trying to experiment their way forward. So very quickly, this comes out of the work of Mike Rother, and the book down below is the book I would recommend, the Toyota Kata Practice Guide. But on the far right, this is our logo. We took the improvement kata model and we baptized it. On the far right is our logo. And then step one is the challenge. The challenge is it's a really high goal. It's an impactful strategic imperative. This is what we must accomplish over the next 52 weeks. And then we move to step two. What's the current condition? Now, each step's going to frame the next step. So in light of our challenge, where are we at today? What's the current condition today? Then we move to step three. What is the target condition, which is really just a hypothesis? Where could we be at in 2 to 3 weeks? If the challenge is 52 weeks into the future, where would we like to be at in 2 to 3 weeks compared to where we're at today? Once we've defined that, we determine what are the obstacles that are separating us from getting there, and then we plan, do, study, adjust our way there. This is a very iterative process, but it's a meta routine that stays the same regardless of the circumstances. It's a routine way of acting and thinking. There are the 4 steps just laid out. Understand the direction, grasp the current condition, establish the target condition, and then iterate, or PDSA, plan, do, study, adjust towards the target condition. But to operationalize that, to make that happen, to make it come to reality, you have to have the coaching kata. And this is a little card, a front and back card that we use to help operationalize that. And I can't go into great depth just because of time, but we use coaching kata to operationalize the 4-step improvement kata model. And this is what it looks like in the real world. A couple things to note is you cannot reach the overall challenge right away. The path to the target condition is not predictable or straight. And you have to experiment to get there. You can't just implement things. You have to experiment your way. But as you're moving towards that target condition by experimenting against one obstacle at a time, you're making adjustments based on what you learn. Every single day you have people practicing. Now you can see that everyone's smiling, but in reality, that little cartoon figure is how people feel. Because anytime you practice a skill, it feels awkward. It feels unusual. That's very, very normal. But this is the storyboard. You have the challenge. You have the current condition, the target condition, the obstacles. You run experiments against those obstacles. And then the coach also feels awkward and unusual because this is new to them too. And there's a process by which we develop them into coaches.